Hello. What am I even doing going to school? I could be in bed right now. Why don't I? People less than me would just go straight to bed. Why do I have to be the soldier? Oh, blimey. This morning I so could have just gone back to bed. Just so easily, just drift away to sleep. I was so ill this morning. I really did curse it yesterday about, oh, I've started to feel slightly better, so hopefully. Cursed lighting's horrible. Well, anyway. I only went to school today because we had a meeting for the space stuff. I was sat computing like, oh James, just kill me James, just now, just kill me. That'd be so good, But I soldiered through the entire day. We had computing, physics, which is basically, we're just doing revision now, so it's just computer revision, physics revision, and then maths revision. We did D2 and mechanics. But we had the space mission today, and I'm sick of putting up videos about me whinging about how ill I am, and how I'm on death's door, and I'm going to die. Well, to be fair, I always go into like a really strange, cynical mood when I'm ill, and I just absolutely just hate everything. Just walking down, like, what are you doing? Just swearing at people, not like to their faces, because that's rude, but like in my head, like, what the balls are you doing? What the foop are you doing over there? What a dupe. What a dupe. Or like, I was walking down, and I had a thought like, could you imagine if this was just a coma? And he was dreaming it. Could you imagine that? Just think of that for a second. Just how trippy that is. Right, this is just a dream that your mind has made up. And you're actually in a coma. It's a bit like the Matrix, but completely different. Right, but you think to yourself, no, it can't be a coma. I thought about this for a couple of seconds. I was walking down, I was like, well, it could be. I'd never know. And then I thought, no, I would know, because it wouldn't be this rubbish, would it? Slamming it down with rain. Can't talk because I've got man flu. And it's just, no, you wouldn't do that, would you? I actually quite like this vlogging position. I could do this with the main channel. Just a nice casual vlog, sat on bed with nice natural light pouring into my face, onto my face. Yeah, if I had the power to dream during a coma, I'd definitely have the power to change the dream at will. In which case it'd be nice and warm, it'd be on a beach with lovely, without a cold, without hay fever, just there like, me Kindle, lovely, beach, sunset. And I'm thinking to the sunset, like, what the balls are you doing, man? I can't read my Kindle. You want to come back up, son? And then the sun just comes back up, and I just carry on with my Kindle. Yeah. Or like we was also talking about today about getting like a stopwatch that just stops time, and we had like an intensive conversation about how ridiculous it would be if you could stop time, because you'd age really fast compared to everyone else and you'd suddenly become really old. But then you could, like, imagine how productive you'd be. Just stop time, go to sleep, wake up, start time again. It'd be amazing. You could sleep for as long as you wanted and still have 24 hours in a day. That'd be amazing. And if you're ill, stop the clock. I'll go to bed. Because I'm now sat here with a dodgy head that feels really heavy and a nose that I can't talk out of or breathe out of, more to the point. If you can talk out your nose, that's a bit weird. But I know I've got work to do and I know I should be doing work. But I know that doing the work might not necessarily be helpful to my brain, which is heavy. And like, ow, what'd you move it like that for? Ow, and stuff, yeah. Basically. But that's enough of that. The space mission conversation we had today. Essentially, it went really, really well. There was me, Jamesy, and then two teachers who were, one of them was funding it and one of them helped us create the idea in the first place. And essentially, we're okay for 6 weeks. 6 weeks is the plan now. We're going to try and reduce costs over the next 2 weeks, just trying to get sponsors or free equipment or cheap equipment in any way, shape or form. Then we're figuring out all the maths, like how much helium we need, how many balloons we need, and then we order the equipment at the end of the 2 weeks. And then we just go overdrive into advertising it and putting it on the website, put it on everything online. We'll go, mention the main channel, I'll have some videos about it and stuff. And then we do it in 6 weeks' time, which is crazy. We could literally do it like in 2 days' time if we bought all the equipment and went, but then there's no point in that. But so we're trying to reduce the prices, which means like contacting people to say like, oh, could we, like, oh, we'll use your, say like cameras. There's a good example of this, cameras. We'll use your branded camera in the video and we'll name your camera and we will say how amazing it is that it went to space and survived. That'd be amazing publicity. Will you do us a deal on your camera or give us one for free? Right, I've been trying this for months. I emailed GoPro, I emailed Canon, Canon. Jesus. I just pointed at you then as if you weren't a Canon. I was like, oh, I contacted the people who make my camera. Oh yeah, Canon, yeah, I've just said that. GoPro, Canon, and someone else who's known for rugged cameras. It's kind of like an underground one, it's not like Lumix or anything. But yeah, I also contacted people like GPS, people who make GPSs. contacted the blooming fire brigade to see if they would let us have their GPS. Contacted people who sell helium, people who sell weather balloons, just like, we need to know how much it's going to cost, and if you can do as a deal for this reason, we'll use your name and advertise it, la 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 la. But yeah, it was 2 months ago when I did this, and yesterday I told James, like, oh yeah, I would like to get your help to basically get stuff on the school website and stuff, because I know he's got connections. Spread it around the school, will be brilliant. Me and Jamesy will be able to advertise it for us brilliantly. So he just casually goes, oh, do you want me to like email people like Sony and stuff? And yesterday he'd got replies from people within 1 day saying, oh yeah, alright, we'll give you a camera. Yesterday he contacted Panasonic and they got back to him in less than a day. Just like, oh yeah, we'll give you a camera. Oh, but you're in the UK, so we can't ship it to you. You'll have to contact Panasonic UK or whatever it is. Right, so he also contacted Sony. Sony today said, oh yeah, of course. So then James contacted me and was like, okay, I need you to pick a camera. Pick a camera that will be good. And I'd originally thought, oh, GoPro. Because if it falls out of the sky, it'll survive, hopefully, blah, 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 it'll be good, it'll be useful, you got a nice field of view. Then he's like, oh, Sony are going to give us a camera. Pick one that'll work. I know about cameras, but I don't know what works in space, man. So I asked him what the budget was, and he said they didn't give me a budget. But I was like, well, you can't really be cheeky and ask for like the £1,000 camcorders, which would be perfect. So I went for a point and shoot, like you, and just went for a £200 one. Just £200, that's way out of our budget. The GoPro would have been 120, which I think still would have been better. I'm still holding on to the dream that the GoPro would be better than the Sony camera, but Sony have been willing enough to give us the camera, so we've gone for one of the new ones. The only thing I did was like, does it do video? Does it do HD video? Has it got a CMOS sensor? Because if you send a CCD sensor out of the atmosphere, you're going to get bugger all, to be honest. So yeah, he's put in his request, and only time will tell now whether they lend it to us or not. Which is amazing. It's amazing news. I've still contacted all my people. No one's got back to me, but he gets a camera within a day. What the balls? Well, potentially a camera. Cross fingers a camera. If you're watching this, Sony, hi. Let James have the camera. It'll be brilliant. It'll be great. I mean, let's face it, Sony, the company, is definitely watching my daily vlogs. Come on. So that's all that's new there, really. To be honest, that's about all that's new in the world of the space mission. We're literally ready to go, almost. We've just got to buy everything, make it as cheap as possible, so we don't have to use much money. Because then if we don't use much money, then we can justify doing it every year instead of just a one-off. Because you could spend £1,000 on a one-off, but if you spend like £200, then we could do it every year. £200, right? But there you go, bang. So that's the target. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but yeah, basically we can dip into the grand as much as we want anyway, so anything we get off is a bonus. If you know someone who's got like a GPS tracker, helium factory, let me know. Yeah. So yeah, basically I'm now lounging here. I just finished editing yesterday. I'm just lounging here, doing bugger all really, listening to music, and I don't know whether it's advantageous or not to do work, because I do need to do work. I need to start revision and stuff, but is it the stress of having to do that that caused this cold? Am I best off just waiting for it all to go and then doing it? So I've opted to do revision, right, because I'm resitting a paper that I did like 2 years ago, and I remember, like, if it was now like 2 years ago when I sat this test for the first time, it was all like, oh, this is so hard, I don't like it, but I'm doing it now, right, and this passage here is worth 7 marks, and if you did that in the papers I do now, and we probably do have to do stuff like that, if not a bit harder, in the papers we do now, you get a mark for it, maybe, a mark, not even that, it's probably part of a question that gets you a mark. It's just 7 marks. Bang. How? How is that worth 7 marks? How? How have I not already got an A in this? And by not got an A, I mean not got 100, because that's what I'm aiming for. Because I'm greedy. I just want UMS 100. Greedy. It's because I don't have a calculator. And I'm useless. I'm just so error prone under exam conditions. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, I can add like 3 and 4 and get 6. So that is all for today. I'm going to go to bed. About an hour earlier than normal, treat myself, but I don't have to get up in the morning because we don't have college, because it's an inset day. Yes, you've got to love inset days. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to wake up. Oh, I've got 10 tablets, my flu tablets, remind me. I've got to wake up, have my tablets, blah 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 blah, see how well I am, and then I've got to wake up, basically do some maths, do some work. I want to write a script or something for a main channel video. because I've been upstairs for when you obviously wasn't around, and Mother was in bed, trying to figure out like camera angles and stuff, how I can deal with the lighting when, let's say if I could vlog at any time, how can I fix the lighting so that it's always relatively good. So I've been trying to figure that out. I think I've come up with an idea of having the camera so that it looks at my desk. So I'm sat in front of my desk, or I can have it on the desk and look that way, and then you get the wall. It's just the problem is when you sit down, I don't like the backdrop. Anywhere where I'm sat down, the backdrop isn't very good, so maybe you'll have to be standing up here. But I've noticed casually that this channel is getting more subscribers, which I don't usually notice. I only had a look through, and there was one video that had got on like 150 views or something in a day. I generally didn't notice. It's just like, oh, how's that? How come that's got so many views? Because I only ever monitor this channel like every 2 months maybe, just casually have a look. Just when I'm bored basically, because I was bored out of my face. But it's because I keep uploading content to this channel, and, oh, well, it doesn't even have to be, to a certain extent, it doesn't have to be good, but it hasn't been good over the past couple of days. But nothing extortionately exciting happens, does it, the daily vlogs? Let's be honest. So, I don't know. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But I want to be able to do stuff for the main channel now, because I don't have time to obviously do an interesting one of the week. They take like hours to do. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to film, then to edit it, and exams are coming up, no chance. Absolutely no chance. But there's nothing stopping me just sitting in front of a camera and just vlogging about something. Or doing music. Going back to music, it's a bit brave like, but going back and do some music, because music's quick, it's just record, go, that sounds good. And then I don't have to do a music video for it. I don't have to, I could, theoretically, and it won't add much time depending on what the video is. So yeah, basically. And I've always had a couple of ideas for videos and stuff, I've just never had time to do them. So I'm going to try and like write them down and figure them all out. I'm going to do the same with my blog posts. I just want to keep doing stuff. I don't want to just let it slide. I won't put YouTube above school, no way, shape or form, above work or above Lovely. They're my 3 priorities, and then it's probably you, and then it's the main channel. But in that specific order, that's what I'd like to do with things. I just want to keep things going, and then it's probably like Twitter and Tumblr and stuff. I just want to keep doing things, and yeah, I don't know, I just can't explain it. I've just been inspired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up late, because I'm not going to set my alarm because I need to sleep, instead of having a religious 6 hours, which probably hasn't been good for me since I've been ill. I'm going to get up early, well, get up when I get up, figure out a list of ideas and just start like adding to a list of things that I can do and vlog about, and just doing it instead of like, oh, I'll put it off. But to be fair, I was going to record a music video. Music's very easy to do if it's just a guitar part. It's just the problem is I'm not very good at guitar, or ukulele or piano really. So yeah, that's just what I've been thinking basically. I hope today's been more interesting than the past couple of days where I've just been whinging about man flu. Well, the morning started off like that, but I've gotten better over the day, touching. I know I'll be bad again in the morning, I always am. But if I'm well enough, I will be going to Lovely's for dinner, so that'll be nice. Because I haven't seen Lovely in a while now. No, and I miss her dearly. So, yeah, that's basically the plan for tomorrow, and for it, hopefully, I'll catch you later.